Pleased to have you here on the sofa. It's lovely to welcome you
Yeah, it's
at
good to
last.
be here.
We'll get the friend stuff out of the way first.
Okay, sure.
If that's okay.
Sure.
I have to declare something of an interest here because I am, our family are fanatical Friends fans.
Oh, I see.
When the show was going out originally, I went with my wife. We went to LA and we watched you record one.
Oh, you did?
And one of my greatest claims to fame is the fact that I am in Friends.
You are?
I am. I am. My laugh is in Friends. It's only it's only very brief.
All right.
And because you.
So I was in it more.
I think we can definitely.
Well, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But
yes.
equally
but
as
I was
important.
more excited about being in it.
I see. Okay.
So we've got the clip. I'm going to point because it's brief, and I was terrified you were going to reshoot the scene and then I'd have to do it again. I didn't do it on purpose.
Okay.
It just happened. So my ha is at the end of this scene. Here we go. Here we go.
See, co-star.
That was me.
I think we have to talk about how much free time you have.
You said very recently, actually, that you regret ending it. That if you could go back in a time machine, back to that time when everybody agreed, do you know what, maybe this should be it now, that you wish that you hadn't done that, maybe?
It was such a great job. We all loved each other so much, and we all had such a wonderful time that subsequent jobs have been harder to do than that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess it would be nice to go back and do more because it was just so much fun.
Yeah.
Because obviously the fans want more, but for you guys, it's got to be difficult. You left it so beautifully, so perfectly. To go back is actually quite tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the concern about doing a reunion show or a movie, because it ended so well and you don't want to sort of ruin that. So everybody always asks about a reunion, and there's been no real talk of that.
That's Friends. We said we would do that nice and quickly, because what I love about The End of Longing is the fact you were sitting down, you're writing. You'd never really written for something like this before. You're writing a series of monologues, and then did you suddenly realise that you'd written a play?
Yeah, I had written television before. The Odd Couple that I'm doing now, I co-wrote with someone else, and I'd co-written TV shows before, but I've never written anything by myself before. So I just sat down and said, I'm going to try to write something by myself and see if I can do it. And what came out was this series of monologues. That was just the first thing that came out. And then I realized that's a very theatrical device. And I realized within the first day or two that I was writing a play, and finished the play rather quickly in about 10 days.
Wow.
And then have been rewriting the play for about a year now.
And it's a very brave thing to do, actually, because it's not autobiographical in any way, but it's definitely inspired by your life and the struggles that you've been through at certain points.
Yeah.
And it must be very exposing, actually, to be up there on stage, not just acting your own words, in a way.
Yeah, some of the stories that happen in the play, some of the comical ones and some of the dramatic ones have happened to me in my real life.
Yeah.
But it's not an autobiographical story, but it certainly deals with issues that I've dealt with in my life.
But you have had to be quite honest about it, though, haven't you? And I think I'm going to see it on Thursday, so I'm really, really looking forward to it. The people
there's
who
a
have
last
seen
speech at the end that I hope you'll enjoy, which is
Don't spoil it, man.
pretty... I won't spoil it, no. Thanks for making me follow Superman on the show, by the way. Really feels good.
You're doing it really well.
I need to go to the gym.
Yeah.
We all felt like that after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your lines are funnier.
Okay, good. All right,
It's perfect. Why did you choose to do it here?
This is where it got bought. It got bought here. We did a reading in New York of the play for theater buyers, and it just got bought here.
Yeah.
And I also think it's really appropriate for London audiences. They are really digging it. It's sort of dark and satirical, and there's a lot of swearing.
Oh, we love that.
And British people tend to enjoy that.
Yeah.
So we should say a little bit about the story. It's 4 people. You've got Jack, who you play, who's an alcoholic photographer. He falls in love with a prostitute called Stephanie. You've got 2 friends, Joseph and Stevie. They're in that time of their life between 30 and 40 where the majority of people settle down, they know their life plan, they know what they're doing.
Right.
And they're not one of those people.
Right, no, these characters are quite broken when we meet them, and their decisions have not been made in their lives, and they're sort of stuck.
And they feel a sort of pressure in some way.
Yeah, they do. The End of Longing is sort of the search for love and happiness and all of that stuff. So the 4 of them have to sort of conquer their demons in order to move on in life.
And you're moving on because you finish in May and then straight into a completely different project.
Straight into the Kennedys, which is they did a miniseries a couple of years ago, and they're doing another one, a sequel to it, and I'm playing Ted Kennedy.
Brilliant.
So this is the Kennedys after Camelot.
Yes, it is after Camelot, exactly.
And so, great. I mean, great role to do.
Yeah, the whole 4-hour miniseries is about Jackie O and Ted Kennedy.
Yeah.
So it's Katie Holmes and myself.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today.
Of course. My pleasure.
Enjoy the rest of the run.
We've been waiting for such a long time, and we're absolutely thrilled.
Oh, well, you've been very kind. Thank you.
And
you've
you're
been very
at the Playhouse until the 14th of May.
Yes.
And enjoy it on Thursday.
Yeah.
Why aren't you coming?
I will.
Okay.
Can't do Thursday, but I'll find out. I've got till the 14th of May.
All right,
So
good.
Thank you.
Okay,
Lovely,
thank you.
lovely.